Managing multiple clients or large websites? Automate your SEO with Ali AI. Start your free trial now.
Taylor Swift is a link builder. There were rumors that she would get engaged. Our client said, let's give them a free wedding venue. And then we got them 50 links. That's digital PR.
Wix Studio, one end-to-end web creation platform for your agency to deliver exceptional work with absolute efficiency.
Hello, guys. Let's start with the idea, the main keyword of my presentation. It's control. I believe that whenever you are responsible for delivering results, delivering campaign, you need to have a control over all the factors, as many factors as you can. So it's quite easy to understand in on-page SEO, but I believe that you also should focus on controlling things on off-site. So I think I'm not a control freak, but I'm a control enthusiast, and I want to inspire you to share my point of view. But first things first, what's data-driven link building for me? I would say it's process of planning your whole link profile. At first, you need to do some prospecting. For example, link gap is like one of the basic tactics you can start with. Then you should identify some common backlinks among your competitors, some unique, strong backlinks. Verify the quality, verify the indexation, estimate analyze the metrics to evaluate the potential. And then you set up a strategy and give a priority for links that you can get immediately and with best quality to price ratio. I will explain that later. But always the idea that we're gonna design our link profile the way we want to is great, is tempting, but if you're using different link building tactics, you will encounter many risks and issues. And for me, the things that are unpredictable in link building based on, for example, buying link packages like DR50 plus 10 links, whatever, or digital PR, which is a big thing right now. Those tactics have some risks, are kind of unpredictable, can give you satisfying results, but you cannot control really the outcomes. Here's an example of a message I got from some middleman who offered me a guest posting service. You probably get a lot of it. And one of the website he's offering is msn.com for $100, which is kind of a promising backlink, a strong domain, right? But I'm control enthusiast, but I'm also a very curious person. So I asked him for example of a delivered service to just check how it works, because sometimes you get a link from like some directory, some profile, whatever. And he have sent me this URL, but I didn't check that immediately. I clicked on it like 2 weeks later, and it was already gone. So this gives us an idea that there are some problems with trust, with delivery, longevity of such links, of guarantees we get if we are using this kind of approach. Another example, you get a perspective of getting a link from really strong domain, from HubSpot. Everyone knows HubSpot, right? So, for example, you get an offer to have a link insertion on the blog, but you should think twice. I don't say you shouldn't acquire such a link, but you should analyze what you actually are getting. So there's an article that already has 297 external links going out of it. So when you get a link from that place, you share the equity with them, right? And when I checked the statistics of this URL, this particular article, 45 days later, what happened? The title was changed, so you're losing control on context, on contextual value of the link, and number of external links increased to 310, and in the meantime, number of referring domains dropped from 41 to 39. So this article got less authority to share, but it shared it with more websites. So the equation is quite simple. You get less equity from over some time. But people are looking for this kind of services: link insertions, guest posts, some outreach services. And here's an example from one of the Facebook groups. Hey, is there any backlink builders here? White hat only, good DRs and other stuff. So, okay, I'm a curious guy, like I mentioned before. So I asked, how you define white hat link building? Can you share some examples to that fit that definition? Because I believe that most of services that were offered in this discussion didn't match the criteria of white hat. And the answer was that white hat means legit and authorized. And no, it doesn't. Actually, it doesn't mean that at all. So let's think what white hat actually means. Let's verify. You should know this page, this article, right? The guidelines from Google on link spam. And there are some obvious things here, like buying or selling links for ranking purposes is considered a link spam. They don't want you to do that. Kind of obvious. But also, link exchanges. When you order an outreach service, outreach link building service, very often you get actually link exchange service. A lot of outreachers got some already established connections, and they just make some link carousels, and it's not allowed according to Google. It's link spam. So maybe going to totally white hat approach, like sending some products to influencers, to bloggers, and expecting as a reward a link from a review, that would also mean like link spam. If we really think about the definition, actually providing content to journalists and getting a link as a reward, actually it's exchanging goods or services for links. So if you think about your approach, what's the difference between paying money directly to publisher and paying to the agency, some service provider, or your team paying money to give something to publisher to get that link? Yesterday we had a discussion panel with Dixon Jones, among others, and his answer on buying links was you always buy a link. Maybe you're not paying directly, but you're paying for that in the end. So from some point of view, there are very similar strategies from point of view of definition of link spam. But all those tactics are only examples. And if we go deeper into the definition of link spam, there's a very scary thing. Any links that are intended to manipulate rankings in Google search results may be considered link spam. And let's be honest, whatever white hat tactic you are using, you do that to manipulate rankings. It's obvious because it works, right? Google is built that way that it makes sense to build the links to manipulate rankings, right? So following Google guidelines very strictly can cause you a migraine, but I think that you shouldn't get really too much confused by guidelines. You should be pragmatic, do whatever works. So my idea on that is like something is not recommended by Google. It doesn't mean that it doesn't work in Google. It may be effective, so do whatever works. So I want to drop some practical solutions on that, but just to get some credibility, why I'm talking about this approach, about linking. I have 12 years experience as an owner of an agency, so I'm not only doing SEO, but I also provide service, provide some strategies to our clients. And like in the title, we've spent over $700,000 on backlinks, mostly in form of sponsored articles last year, and we got some results from that because the different clients we are working with, e-commerce clients, manufacturers, different services, mostly big ones, average ones, like on nationwide level. and they get the results. Here's apartment rentals, here's fashion e-commerce. There are ups and downs on the chart, but it's because of some seasonal changes. But each peak, each apex is higher every year due to complex strategy, but also involving buying links to them. So how to buy links actually to control the process? Because a lot of people ask me, like, how do you buy links, right? You should acquire them naturally due to great content, right? My go-to tactic, my first tool I'm using for that are link building platforms, marketplaces that already gather a lot of offers to publishers, not only to some shady, spammy PBNs or blog networks, but also real portals, real media, real news outlets, and you can use a broad variety of metrics to look for the links you want to get. So here's Link House. You get a lot of filters. Here's Collaborator, where you can create your own filters, save it. The same Link House as well. So you can define your conditions, your requirements to look for specific links you want to get. Here's also from WordPress, the same idea, filtering the offers by metrics, by different qualities. So the main idea, the main advantage of this approach is in choosing your domains. So you're not relying on luck, you're not counting on getting some good links from good portals, but you just choose the domain you want, you just pick them. And there's a really good reason to do that, because when you get a link in your report from digital PR, from outreach, you can see the metrics like domain rating, 67, it's great, right? We have a link with GR 67. 9,000 referring domains to this domain. Great, probably got a lot of link equity to share. But if we look at the traffic of that website, it's probably not the strongest link source. Maybe there are some quality problems. But if you can check the website, check the domain before buying link, then you can analyze these kind of factors, not only numbers, but also traffic history, for example. Another example, domain rating 82. Sounds great, right? Referring domains 28,000. That's something's going on here, right? They dropped quite extremely. They lost from 2 million to 170, something like that. So probably some of the links may be already devalued. Maybe the DR is manipulated. So you need to verify each domain before getting a link to verify if it's even worth your time and money. So yes, 37,000 referring domains sounds tempting, but if you analyze each domain one by one, you can verify how many linked domains they have. So it's 2 times more, right? This particular website is newsbreak.com, and it's a really good example because it's often found in digital PR reports and case studies. So we will take a look at it later. But the idea that I want to share is to look for link ratio of in and out, because usually we look only on one side of the coin, how many links they have, but look how many links they also give to other websites. So the higher ratio, the better for you. Also, you should look out for, you should check if you are getting the link from actually the domain that is in the report, because it's a very common situation that you get a link from a subdomain. And substack.com, DR92, nearly 300,000 referring domains, and you got your report, you see a link from this kind of website, and you see domain rating 92, but it's a domain rating of a top-level domain, and this ESG University Substack.com has 34 referring domains, and traffic is 32. So It's not, you're paying for a link from domain with domain rating 92, but you get a link from really small website. So you should verify it one by one. So this is why I always try to verify, to check where on the website I'm going to get a link. Because look at this situation, his domain with DR16, so quite low, but the URL rating is 2.4. You can get worse, but you know, you see the idea. These metrics show the actual like the authority of the specific URL, specific pages within the whole structure. And sometimes you get a link from domain with domain rating like 75, but it's really deep in the structure of the website and it's not linked internally. So you get URL rating 0.3. So statistics in your reports show domain rating 75, so you're happy, but actually you don't get a lot of link juice from this kind of websites. You can use link building platforms to flip a coin, to make it work for you even more, to get more link juice to your publication, to your URL, and to pass more link juice through your backlinks by simply using the offers with additional internal links. That works really good for increasing the link juice flow and also for indexation. Topical relevance. It's obvious that you should choose relevant domains. You can choose many topics. You can also verify, you can filter language and country of the website you are buying link on, because sometimes it's not enough. You can have websites in English, for example, for English campaign, but there are different countries building websites in English, so there's a difference between domain with English language and with majority of traffic from US and English language and majority traffic from Pakistan. If you expect those links to pass some traffic to get some business goals, there's a difference. There's a different audience there, right? Also, you should choose follow versus no follow. Often you get digital PR links with no follow, so they don't pass that much value, or sometimes even they don't pass value at all. And you can define that in Linkhouse, WordPress, Bazoom. You can pick only do follow links. So it's kind of obvious, but in real life it's not that obvious, because here's an example of a digital PR report, a case study shared by digital PR agency in social media, and they got 14 articles, 12 with links, and guess how many of them were do follow? Only 3. So there were some links from DR90, DR70, 89, but the actual do follow backlinks were from domain with 21, 72, and 30. And if we take a closer look at it, the traffic is 900, so really low. So it's not that great link. There are some problems with this website. Here is kind of better, right? The traffic is higher, but if you look at the traffic history of that domain, you also see that there are some quality issues here. So there are kind of problematic issues with these reports, with this backlinks acquired through digital PR, and also you should look at the actual domains you get links from, if they are not repeatedly used for your campaign, because you get more and more links from the same domain, so it shouldn't be the goal. So if I would define requirements for digital PR, if I would order such a service, I would make some requirements like number of links I'm getting, percentage of do follow links, minimum traffic for those websites to qualify. I would insist on new and unique referring domains, and I would set up a specific time frame, because getting 14 links in a month is different than getting 14 links during the whole year, for example, half year, because you need proper pace to chase your competitors. So doesn't it sound reasonable to set up such requirements? I think so. So you can just require that with a guarantee of meeting these expectations when you are buying sponsored articles. And the time frame here and the guarantee of longevity of a link is a really additional business value. Another aspect of data-driven link building is also crafting anchor text profile. I believe it should be natural, but it shouldn't be random. You should control that, control, main keyword. You can do reverse engineering of your competitors, best ranking competitors, find out what's okay for Google, what percentage of, for example, exact match links are acceptable, and then define and craft your profile the way you want. And with sponsored articles, you can choose the website that allow you to use any anchor you like. So you can define 10% of these backlinks, 10% of branded, the 10% of naked URLs, whatever you like actually. So it's your design, you're controlling the strategy. And the other thing is when you're buying sponsored article, you can point to the money page, to any page you would like. With digital PR, with outreach, with naturally acquired links, it's different because you mainly get links to main page and resource pages. And I believe that when you are providing like performance-based SEO campaign, you should link to money pages as well. You can also use that for second-tier link building. You control where you are linking to. So to summarize, because I already talking too much, talking too long, so I'm going to summarize that briefly. Here's a made-up sponsored article on a high-quality website, of course, the one I decided to link from, and I have a control on over anchor text and all the snippet, all the paragraph around it, which is very important for providing this contextual value of a link. And looking in future, where we're going to be with data-driven approach in close future, everyone's talking about AI, right? So I believe that in the near future we will be using AI to verify websites, contextual value of websites by using embeddings, using vector representations of topics on different websites, on different portals, and look for the best matches to our campaign. But to do so, we need to have a list of websites, the list of websites we can pick. So, final thought. Don't worry about the color of the hat so much, because in the end, Google just sees a link, sees a URL, sees a document. They don't know how this link was acquired. And I was mentioning Newsbreak.com before. You can buy a link to Newsbreak.com on the platform. You can get a link from the middleman, the one who was offering MSN, also was offering Newsbreak.com. You can order it through Fiverr, or you get it through a digital PR campaign. And the result is the same. If it's not labeled sponsored article, in most cases it is not. The result is the same, and Google sees the same result. So in the end, it doesn't even matter what tactic you are following. Just choose the one where you have the most control over the process. So sometimes you are waiting for results, and from my perspective as a service provider, I need to be reliable for my clients and to deliver what I planned and what I promised to my client. And it is the biggest value to be transparent, and the delivery is very important. Thank you for your time. I'm glad I could share my thoughts. If you have any question, you can find me somewhere around. And bonus, if you're gonna download my presentation, here are some tips. If you are using digital PR, verify if you have those backlinks from those places, because there may be some issues, some loopholes, and they are maybe not so high quality like you expected. Thank you very much.
Monthly reporting making you want to shove sharp things up your nose? Try Dragon Metrics, the all-in-one SEO software with mind-blowing reporting tools.